Here we have a pre-owned 2022 Mazda 3 Hatchback. This one comes in the iActive trim level in platinum quartz metallic. And then we have grayish leatherette interior. For the powertrain, we get a 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that's mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. This one has a little over 28,000 miles on it, so we're gonna see how it's held up. To the front end here, we do get our LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights. The lights don't flash like that. That's just how my camera's picking them up, but I love the styling on this Mazda 3. It looks very, very sleek. Down here to the wheels, these are gonna be 18-inch aluminum. To the door panel here, power door lock controls. We get a Bose premium sound system, one-touch up and down windows on all 4 doors, rear window lock there, power mirror controls are there, and we do get blind spot monitoring in the side mirrors. Traction control toggle, the safety system toggle there, and then we do have the memory seat functions right there. Hood release, manual tilt telescoping steering wheel. And then here's our power driver's seat. We do get 2-way power lumbar support as well. But a big thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Mazda 3 today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these pre-owned, click on that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. Now, I can't fit in here all the way, but decent space for a hatchback, especially the Mazda 3. I'm used to the Mazda 3, you know, being the smallest vehicle Mazda offers, and they really did a good job with this car, I think. Especially in terms of the look, the overall interior dimensions, but definitely the performance. Now this one does have the sunroof, so that's what it looks like with the shade up, grab handle here, and we can hang a shirt. Actually, maybe even a pair of pants on this hook here. It seems pretty sturdy. Now it's a tight squeeze getting out. Your child locks are right here. You just have to have a key or something. You could turn it one way or the other to lock and unlock. Fuel cap there. And then as we come around to the back end, one of the best things about this car, full LED tail lamps and dual exhaust. But pretty good storage behind the second row. Top tethers are integrated on the back of the seats there. And there's your spare. You can lock that there as well. And then if you want to lower this to fold flat, just press on this button here. And then when the seats are up far enough, they'll fold flat, and then pretty easy to lock it back into place there. And then we do have the lower latch anchors right there for the car seats if you need them. Front passenger seat, manual 4-way. And then your glove compartment right here with the owner's manuals. And then as we come back around to the front, just a quick look in the engine bay. And there's that SkyActiv G Turbo 4-cylinder. So I'm going to show off the blinkers before we hop in the driver's seat. And there's that there. And if the wind noise is coming through, I apologize. It's picked up quite a bit today. But we won't be able to hear it in here, so let's go ahead and hop in. So nice leather wrap steering wheel here. And we do get paddle shifters on this model behind the steering wheel. I'll show the rest of the controls later, but these kind of stick out. These are aftermarket, the actual paddles here. The regular ones are these small black ones, but I like how these were put in here. There's the horn. To the infotainment screen here. It's a pretty simple system. For audio, we get AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth, and then we have CarPlay and Android Auto integrated. And then if you do want to get an aftermarket wireless CarPlay unit, you can. And then the same thing with the navigation. It's ready to go, but you do have to get the SD card that's compatible with this. Settings in here, system settings, language can be changed, as well as the temperature and all that. Just gonna show the backup camera really quickly. The thing about these screens is I like them because they're up and out of the way, but especially with this camera here, it's hard to really show the picture. There's the backup camera. Now down here, dual zone automatic climate controls, fan speed can be adjusted here. Your AC, you can cut the whole system on or off there. You can sync and unsync here, then you can turn the auto mode on there, and then turn it off by adjusting the fan speed. 3-stage heated front seats, hazards, defrosters, and then your heated steering wheel toggle is right there. Little space for your phone, bottle holders, and then for the shifter, grab this lever, reverse, neutral drive, come over here, and you can manually shift there. Again, you can use the paddles if you want. And then sport, a normal mode. All of this is to go through your radio. Again, that's how I was doing all of that using this knob, and then you have quick shortcuts there to go back to the home page and whatnot. You don't have a touchscreen, so you do have to use this, but I actually like this. It's one of the better, I think, more user-friendly interfaces I've come across. Electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. Automatic brake holders there. You can set up a favorites button here, and it shows you how to do all of that there. And then for volume, you can turn this up, down, click to mute, and then you can go through radio stations and whatnot by kind of sliding it that way. Speaking of sliding, we do have the center console cubby space here. You can pull up on the latch and slide back and forth, or you can pull it all the way back, and then you have this space here, a little divider as well, so you can move that a couple places. And then 2 USB-A ports. That little section over here is for that SD card if you ever want to upgrade your nav. And then you have a 12 volt right there. There's the sunroof again. I'm going to show you how that opens here momentarily. Just want to show off the back. You can tilt or slide, so we're just going to show how it slides. That's one touch there. Then you can do the same thing to close it. Sunglasses holder is right in there. And then there are your lights and all of your controls right there for the lights in the sunroof. Nice LED light for this vanity mirror. And then just a quick rundown of what all we have here. Trip meter. And then over here, brightness for the gauge cluster. Wipers here. It's one time off. And then you can adjust the sensitivity. Rear wiper. There's a rear wiper fluid there. Pull up for the front. Headlamp controls right in here. Turn that auto on or off, and then your auto high beams, you hit that button there. Volume controls down, up, mute. Track list and radio station presets there. Change the source there. Voice recognition and Bluetooth controls here. And then you can change the middle part of the gauge cluster by hitting this info button right there. Then adaptive cruise, set the speed, resume, cancel, adjust the gap. And there we have our heads-up display right in there. Push button start. And finally, here's our key fob. Then the key is in here. You just have to pull this latch and you get that. If you ever do need that, which you shouldn't, but just pull that up and there you have it. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2022 Mazda 3 Hatchback out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Mazda 3 Hatchback here, pretty peppy car. I like how sporty it does feel. Not saying that the powertrain isn't sporty, but it's nothing crazy. So the fact that it still feels as quick as it does, feels as fun as it does, is a big plus. Now I just have it in the normal drive mode now. We're gonna put it in the sport and see what it can do. And I think I'll even try out the paddle shifters. And no one's behind me, so this will be fun. Here we go. So yeah, it's actually really quick. Again, not necessarily surprising, but it is impressive. So we have the adaptive cruise on now. And it's pretty windy out, so there's a little noise coming in, but I think it's pretty well insulated in terms of just the wind noise itself. Road noise is pretty good, and the overall ride is fantastic. I'm actually really surprised with a car like this that this ride is so tame. Now, I do want to give one more thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this car today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you are looking to find the best price on one of these pre-owned closer to home, click on that second link down below. Takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. Now, I want to say this car is priced right at 26 grand, and I think it's a pretty solid deal. You do get a lifetime powertrain warranty on this car from the dealer that sponsored this video, Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro, and that's just a nice touch to have on something like this. Honestly, Mazda's reliability has a pretty good track record, but still, just having that additional protection is always nice to have. But the fun factor of this car is what makes it a really good option, because really there's not a lot of hatchbacks left, you know, in the car market in general, but specifically those that are meant to be more sporty, more performance oriented, and that's really what you get here. And again, just a little touch like this one has the paddle shifter covers. Highly recommend. It's really fun, and it does give it a little bit more spice in terms of just what's going on from the driver's seat. But it's a quick car, it's a fun car, it's a practical car, specifically if you want something that you're going to commute in, but also something that on the weekends will be fun to have, especially like with the sunroof back and the windows down on a day like today. Now, it's a little windy to have the windows down and record with this camera, but you know, if you're just enjoying the day, it's the perfect amount of wind, I think. But again, it checks all the boxes for someone who was looking for a fun car, again, a practical car. It doesn't necessarily have a ton of space, but it has enough for most people in this segment, I think. And I just think it's a good car for the money. But with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2022 Mazda 3 Hatchback.